Hey, Nita, you get your jam on?
Can we talk? Can we talk? Annette, can we?
Candy
Well, I need
girl,
your
yeah.
He's like, yeah. Hello, Annette. How are you tonight?
I'm doing really well. And you, Anita, and happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy
Ah,
birthday to
oh,
you.
oh,
Happy birthday. Happy
oh,
birthday to you. Anita, happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's the extent of my singing now, okay? Ow.
Hey, and it's like that's about all y'all gonna get.
That's all you're gonna get. Nah.
Well, hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Can We Talk? You've tuned into Can We Talk, brought to you by your faithful co-host, Annette L. Anderson, and yours truly, Anita Faye Wilson. And we are Movement Worldwide. Movement Worldwide. We are the movement. We're a motivational organization there to educate minds, empower, nurture, and transform. We are a movement to move. Yes, we are a move meant to move. We want to help you thrust into your purpose so that you can start living the best version of yourself and win. We tapped into some winning information. We have some winning resources. We're seated at the winner's table and we invite you to take a seat right along with us, right, Annette?
Yeah, that is so correct. We are here every Wednesday and we have a table. And it's funny, it don't matter how many people come, we still got room for you. So come on, we got room for you at this table. And again, happy birthday to Anita on this day.
And the saying is that my mom, I used to hear my mom say, come where the table is spread and the feast
Feast.
of the Lord, hallelujah, is going on. So welcome. We have something for Lottie, Dottie, and everybody. Somebody say everybody.
Body.
And as we say so often, we are not psychologists. But what are we, Annette?
Lifeologist.
Yes, we are lifeologists. We have lived, we've experienced some things, we've gone through some stuff, we survived some stuff. And you know what? We want to help you survive too. That's our aim because we know what it's like to go through some things and to tough it out. But guess what? When you have some people with you, it's just a lot easier to get through the tough. Don't you know that
That's
when you got
right.
somebody with you, it's easier to get through the tough times. So that's what
Yeah.
we want to do for you. We want to make sure that you understand it's easy to get through the tough times because you have us with you. So we're so grateful, so grateful, so grateful that you joined us tonight. You could have gone anywhere else with your time, but you decided to come here. You decided to park it right here with your faithful co-host. And we're grateful that you're here, that you're here. Yes, yes, yes. The feast of the Lord is going on. I see Prophet Sharon is on the Facebook group. I don't know who else is there, but yes, Angela, Lottie Dottie, and everybody. So without further ado, I'm going to ask you to do us a favor. Whatever you're watching from, if it's Facebook, if it's YouTube, whatever platform you're watching from, please hit the like button, the thumbs up. And on Facebook, you can give us hearts, you can give us some love, you can give us some laughter, all that good stuff. But please hit the like button and hit the share button. We want you to not only share it to your page, but also hit that share button and go into your messengers, and you can share this thing to your friends, to your family. You can share it to them in their inbox, all kinds of good stuff. So we ask that you please, ma'am, please, sir, share this broadcast. The other thing that we want you to do is to please make sure that you are subscribed. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, subscribe to our Facebook page, subscribe and actually join our Facebook group. And also, the other thing that you can do so wonderfully is that you can sow a seed. We are a nonprofit organization, and we ask that you sow a seed into Movement Worldwide. When you sow a seed into this ministry, it goes into great places. It's good seed into good soil. And we always pray that it returns to you 100-fold. So you can sow a seed via Cash App at $Movement Worldwide. That's $Movement Worldwide. Or come into covenant with us. Become a patron. Become a patron. So how do you become, what did you say? How do you become a patron? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. The way you become a patron is you can actually go to patreon.com, Patreon with an E.com/movement worldwide, or bam, you can go to our website, movementworldwide.org. And there's a red button that says become a patron. You can click that red button and it will take you to patreon.com where you can set up your account and you can set your amount. We ask for $12 a month. That's 40 cents a day. But whatever the amount is always greatly appreciated. But most important is that you are here with us tonight. We are appreciative of you and your time that you stopped here and you parked it right here to have a conversation with us. So we're grateful for you. And you can also follow us on all social media platforms at Movement Worldwide. Look for that globe that you'll see with the movement acronym above it. That is us. And you'll see a movement to move down below the globe. Follow us. And you can always email us at info@movementworldwide.org. Tell us what's on your heart. Give us prayer requests, praise reports, whatever. Share with us. Let us know what you want to hear, what you want to see, what you want to talk about. Communicate with us. We want to hear from you. So without further ado, we're going to go into the rest of our discussion for tonight and our transformational topic, which is where we take idioms and phrases and we deal with them from a place of scripture, and we deal with them from a place of just practical information. We take this practical information and we like to apply it to our lives. So we want to deal with some stuff tonight. And, as I was preparing this tonight, it just came across extremely practical to me because we already know that life is but a vapor. The Bible tells us that life is but a vapor. We have only a short period of time to be here. And we all have dreams, we have goals, we have desires, we have things that we want to do. But if you really took the time and thought about how much time you waste, or how many days you sit and wait for something to happen. I know of people who just, pray about something and say, I'm just waiting on God. So you just going to do nothing in the process? The Bible also says that faith without works is dead.
Yeah.
Get to work and do something. Do what you can. He asked Moses, what's in your hand? So I'm like, let me keep this a little practical tonight and just kind of deal with some things. You need to make every day count. That's our topic tonight. Make every day count. Making your days count. When we talk about making our days count, we're talking about like finding happiness and finding meaning and finding purpose and value in our day-to-day life. See, it's important that you figure out what gives you true happiness. And it's important that you figure out, the real meaning and your purpose.
Yeah. Come on now.
Instead of wasting time being mad, some people will spend a whole day, open a bottle of wine and put on some Sade and just be mad. Why do you spend so much time and energy being angry? Spend time with your family. Make time for your kids. Make time for yourself. Read a book, read the Bible, study the word, do something, write a vision, come up with a plan, do something. But if we would even do just this, Annette, if we would dedicate 1 hour of every day to whatever cause it is that we are passionate about, can you imagine the impact we would have on that cause?
Yeah.
Can you imagine the impact you would have on that business or organization if you even dedicated 1 hour a day? I tell my students in voice lessons all the time, I give you a song every time you come here. You have an entire week to learn and perfect and then teach yourself some things through the song and the exercises and stuff that I give you. But I know you're not going to work every day. But even if you did 3 days, you're going to come back knowing something. But if you come back in the same place you were last week, that means you have done nothing. And you have to ask yourself the valuable question, have I spent my days doing nothing as it relates to XYZ? You know what your XYZ is.
Man. Yeah.
So you have to ask yourself. So here's the thing. It only takes a number of small steps to make a huge leap. You might not be able to make big steps. We couldn't. We worked with free apps in the beginning. We didn't have green screens and backdrops. There was one time we were working on a computer because my computer wouldn't stay on, so we were using the phone. So we took a number of small steps, and the number of small steps helped us make a huge leap, and another huge leap, and another. Another thing is to surround yourself with people who bring out the best in you, because, if you are I call some people a recovering people pleaser. You please one person in this moment, and then you get wounded, and oh God, it beat you down, and then you recover, and then you come back recovering still and trying to please somebody else. But I had to learn to. We had a topic on this. So I had to learn how to say no, and I had to
Yeah.
learn the goodbye, because I'm not here to please you. I'm here to please God. I want Him to be pleased in everything I do, not you. You don't matter that much. Because you can leave me on the side of the road and act like you don't see me if I have a flat tire. It has happened to me before. When people pass by and act like they didn't see you. Saw me. I saw you looking at me.
Wow.
That has happened to me before. I'm like, I saw you looking at me. You looked dead at me like they did like this. And then turned their head quick. You saw me. And you know me. They admitted it later though. But when I'm asked to do something, I ask myself if it's truly something I want to do, or if it will unnecessarily deplete me or keep me from what I need to do, or the rest I need, or will it bring me joy and closer to my goals? You have to ask yourself these
Yeah.
questions. And in our society, we're generally mindful about how we spend our money, but less about how we spend our time.
Hmm.
Time is the one thing you can't buy or replenish.
That's true.
And it is of no certain it is of no certain duration. You don't know how long you have. You don't know how much of it you have. You
Hmm.
have no idea what's waiting for you tomorrow. You don't know what's waiting for you in the next minute or hour. So I had to come to the conclusion that I made significant changes in my life, and I became very intentional about how I spend each day. And I'm striving every day to learn something new. I'm striving every day to surround myself by positive people. I'm striving every day to be in the situations that are going to bring the best out of me. That is how I make every day count. Every day has to count. Not, I'm going to take 2 days and I'm just going to sit here and I'm just going to think. No. I mean, I get it when and I always say even when I'm grieving and I'm going through things, I will give it 2 days of pitiful, even when like sometimes it's just something that hurts your feelings. Now, if you're grieving a loved one, man, please take the time to grieve. Don't take this to mean that. But I'm talking about somebody that hurt your feelings and you want to take a whole week off of work or a breakup. I get it. Breakups, I've been through divorce, so I know what it feels like. But guess what? It did not consume my time like that. I did not allow it to overtake me. And that is what we have to learn how to do. We have to learn to get up and like what was his name? Hustle Man on Martin. He said, pick up the pieces. We had the kazoo on the end of the pick up the pieces. We gotta learn to pick up the pieces. You might have me right now, but I'm gonna do that little shuffle with my kazoo on the end of the saxophone. Pick up the pieces. Pick up. It's my birthday, y'all, so I'm not real giddy. But here's the thing. Oh, somebody said something. I haven't even looked at any comments. Have you done comments in that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm just looking at comments. Yes. So here's the thing. I want to share with you. I do have a word tonight. I have a word tonight. And the thing is, I'm using it straight from our topic, because in order for you to make every day count, you're going to have to make something. You're going to have to make something. You're going to have to make room. You're going to have to make a plan. You're going to have to make time. You're going to have to make an effort. You're going to have to make something. And y'all know I like to take a verb and deal with it from a transitive and intransitive tense. An intransitive verb makes sense without an object. A transitive verb needs an object in order to make sense. So when I look at the word make, that's a verb. And transitively, it means to create or to establish. To create or to establish. So you're going to have to create something, and you're going to have to establish who you are and make that thing profoundly known. The next thing you're going to have to do, because the intransitive tense of this verb means to have considerable effect. Not only will you create something or you establish something, but what you create and establish has to have a considerable effect on all who encounters it. Why? Because It is something that has been given to you that you could not make yourself, because gifts come without repentance. You did not pick it up on the side of the road. If you figure something out, put something together, do something, create something, it's because the ultimate and awesome creator gave you what you needed to get that done. And he don't do nothing half-stepping.
That's
And if
right.
he gave it to you, listen, and this is the key. If he gave it to you, it will have a considerable effect on all who comes in contact with it. I don't care if it's 10 people. I don't care if it's one person. I don't care if it's 1,000 or 1,000,000. Somebody gonna remember. And it's not about how many people, because we all look at numbers like, oh, ain't but 10 people coming. There's what, 6 people on here right now? It was 6 people on here. Well, 6 people that I can see. I know it's more because I've heard some people telling me the other day, oh, I was watching y'all the other night. I'm like, why you don't say nothing? A person I haven't seen in 10 years is coming on here all the time. But never says anything.
Wow.
Never says anything. So there are a lot of people watching. We just don't see them. But at the end of the day, whatever you do is going to have a considerable effect, because it does not stop me. I have been there, done that, honey. I have been in the church where I had so much responsibility with 10 choirs and 3 praise teams and a dance ministry and the sound ministry. And I had all kinds of stuff. I had 3 churches, 3 locations to furnish. And plus I was over the women's ministry and over the Bible college, and I had to accredit it, and I had to get the curriculum written. I had to teach in the school. I had to help get the elementary school open. I was over building a studio from the ground up. There were things I had never done in my life that I was given the task to do. I've been there, done that. And I've also been in a church where you can throw a rock and don't hit nobody. Been there too. And I've been online preaching where I get no amens or no organ.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter to me, because what I'm doing is not about me, but it's about serving the people that I'm here to serve. And that's why I get up every day intentional to make every day count. And I encourage you to do the same. Any thoughts, Annette?
Well, Anita, happy birthday. I'm sorry.
She still want to sing, y'all. And I still want to dance.
But yeah, hey, but I totally agree, because we have to make every day count. Because you could have said, hey, it's my birthday, I'm going out. Hey, let's push this back to tomorrow. No, this is something we've been doing all these years. And so it's an obligation. So you have to make each day count. I'm sure you did something wonderful today. But even so, it's time to get the word. And I say it all the time. I do something every day. You'll be surprised if you do something every day, like you said, Anita, how after a while you'll become good at whatever that thing you're working on. Like you were talking about your singers. If they do it every day, an hour, that's 60 minutes. You can do so much. And I find when you do that, you don't have this rush in your spirit. I gotta go. So I actually love that. I was just saying, because, I guess I got the singing bug, but I totally agree. You got to make every day count. You see too many people leaving here. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking about people that know the Lord. Saved, sanctified. And we didn't come to stay, but it's like a mad exodus. And so whatever you've been called to do, please make every day count.
Mm-hmm. Amen. Amen. Mm-hmm. Oh, there goes Jassy. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Thank you, Jassy. Oh, you got that neck. Hey, pull that neck. You're coming out of retirement tonight. She been singing. She been getting her saying, oh. All right, good people.
All right.
Well, with all that being said, can we talk?
Oh, yeah. Can we?
She forgot her mug tonight.
That's all right.
She was on a roll. She been about 2 months without forgetting her cup.
Yeah, I be doing. I was rushing, fixing dinner, rushing. But that's okay.
That's me and Annette. See?
Can we talk? That's us. Look how all that weight we lost. See?
Look at, I'm so scared.
We're gonna let y'all know what we did to get all that weight off us. Okay.
All right, good people. Without further ado, we're gonna go to the next part of our conversation. I hope the transformational topic has transformed your thinking, that you will make every day count. Don't wait. Don't sit. Don't just chill. She said, I'm holding up my Starbucks cup. You got to get your cup, girl. You got to make every day count. So, without further ado, we're going to pause for a moment and we're going to go to our time from our word from the quoteologist herself. We're going to pause for our Annettism by Annette L. Anderson from Annettism's Expressions. So we're going to pause for our Annettism for tonight and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. As a matter of fact, share this broadcast with somebody and let them know Anita and Annette are on. You got to come on, grab your seat, grab your mug. Come on. It's Anita's birthday. Let's go celebrate with Anita. Let's go celebrate with Anita. All right, good people. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
God, you love me even when I fail to obey. God, you truly loved me as I continued to go astray. God, you absolutely loved me even when I lost my way. God, you never stopped loving me. For that cause, I'm here today. You love me so much and taught me how to pray. Your love is so amazing that I'm able to say that you've done so much I could never repay. God, the love you have shown is on full display. This is Annettism's Expressions. Yes, yes, yes. I had to run in there and bam.
Girl, she go get a cup. She didn't want to be left out.
I
Francesca's
know.
not here tonight. She didn't want to be left out.
All right, all right. We're gonna move on, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. Okay, we want to do the power tool tonight, and this has been very informative. Um, Even when I'm preparing for the power tool, sometimes I it hits me in these areas. All these things I've been talking about. It's not, how people are like, well, we want to tell y'all. No, baby, it hits us too. So I just want to get going. There are some matters and experiences that cause people to become hurt, fractured, or broken spiritually and emotionally. Sometimes it just takes a conversation to mend a broken heart or spirit. In some cases, a band-aid won't do it. We need a power tool.
Power tool.
Tonight, our power tool is change is inevitable. Growth is optional. Change is inevitable. Growth is optional. I'm trying to remember the preacher who wrote this, but it is so powerful. I thought I had made a know who he was. But change is inevitable. We know that whether expected or unexpected, change is a part of life. Obviously, change could be initiated by us or an outside force. Is there someone that's pushing you to change, hopefully for the better? Are you frustrated with life? Are you frustrated with your life? Have you struggled to get out of a rut? Do you want to give up and start over? And do you ever wonder where is life reset button? I've been there, button. Like, Lord God, can I start over? You have probably run through all these questions many times over. The process of change is going to happen, but the who, what, why, and where is required so we can determine our option in life. When we look at life cycle, there are different stages, best described as 5 stages of life. And each stage bring a change. It's infant, child, juvenile, adolescence, and adult. Each one of these cycles of life brought a change. But even with the change, some people never grow. And I'm not talking about grow in size and grow in age. I'm talking about grow where you change, grow that you become a better person, grow that you get to the point you determine what God has called you to do and who God had called you to be. Each one of these cycles of life brought a change, but your growth option is and has always been optional. optional. So sometimes I wonder, uh, I've heard it and I've said it myself so many times. I'm grown, I'm grown. I do what I want to do. Yeah, you may be grown in age, but you're not grown in wisdom and knowledge and understanding. You're not grown in those areas. You think you know a thing. Age does not necessarily mean that you got it together. I know a lot of old fools. I know some people who still out doing the same thing I was doing 20 or 30 years ago. Because this thing is optional. God does not force you to do anything. Growth is optional. Growth is important because what it does, it gets you from one place to another. So what we do, we sit around a lot of times, and I'm talking about my own life, sit around and just get gray hairs and don't do anything. Look at me and say, oh gosh, I got to dye my hair. Well, no, that means you just age, not necessarily you've grown. And so the Bible says in Job 14:1 and 2, man that is born of a woman is a few days and full of trouble. He cometh forth like a flower and is cut down. He fleeth also as a shadow and continue not. So even Job is telling you, listen, honey, you here only for a little while. And it's up to you to do what you need to do. Now, while you're here, there are going to be some troubles. There are going to be some heartaches. There's going to be some disappointments. But then we must learn how to grow. Must learn that this thing is optional. You have a option. Now, sometimes we'll look at people and say, well, people that we consider have made it. And we may sometimes be envious or whatever the case may be, but see, you don't know what it took to be that person. And my question has always been, are you willing to do what they've done to get what they have?
Come on.
So many times it's easy to sit back and look at this person and that person, and I'm not saying everybody's going to be there, but you got to put the work in. There's some things that you just got to do if you want growth. It will be a sad thing to live and to grow, but not have growth, not be able to go to the next level. Growth is optional with each step we take in the stages of life. It comes with options. Growth can be taking a chance, a risk, of putting yourself in a situation that may be out of the norm for your life. And so one of the things that we're never having to grow, because some of us don't want to change. We don't want to do anything different. We want our life to go a certain way, but you got to take a chance. You got to take a risk. You got to step out. How you're going to fail if you never try? It's also maybe pushing yourself and trying to find new ways to be a better version of yourself every single day. I try to become a better Annette, because the person I was, okay, I was okay, but I'm trying to become better, a better mother, a better wife, a better entrepreneur, a better preacher, a better friend. So, I have to know that there's things that I need to do in order to become better, because the options are there, but it's up to me to do it. It could also be something simple like trying a new kind of food. We don't want to do nothing different. We want to eat the same food, seeing a different movie, working on a new project, changing your hair color. Try something, push the envelope, do something. I guarantee you, when I first dyed my hair, it took me a minute. I haven't dyed in a long time. I'm thinking about going gray. I don't know. I haven't dyed in a long time, but when I did, I was like, well, it was almost like it was the whole. I know it was the same face, but it brought a change, and it brought a different attitude. But when you make that change, you start the certain growth. You get an attitude about you. Not in the arrogant sense, but you say, you know what? Hey, I did this. What else can I do? If you're working on a new project, changing your hair colors, or pushing yourself to not settle for the known, but to reach instead for the unknown. But in the Word of God, we see the option that are there readily available. But then when are we going to say, you know what? I'm willing to take that chance. I'm willing to step out. I'm willing to do something different. I want to see something different. I want to travel. One of my goals in life, I don't necessarily want to travel overseas. If that comes, wonderful. But I've always wanted, and one day when I do have the money, I want to buy me a RV and travel to all 50 states, because there's so much to see. Oh, I know people travel all from over the world to come to see the beach. Well, I already seen the beach. I live by the beach. I can get the beach in 5 minutes. But there's so many other things that I wanted to do. When I looked at the Word of God, I was looking at some of the potential options that we have. And I will explain when I read this particular scripture, Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. plans to prosper you and not to harm you, and plans to give you hope in a future. Well, plans to profit and prosper and not harm means a completeness. It means soundness. It means a welfare. It means peace. So when God said that He got a plan for you, He may have the plan for you, but it's optional. Are you willing to do the things that you need to do with the plan that He set forth? And He going to say, plan to give you hope. That means strength, and it means it actually talks about a cord, a rope, and in other words, a rope is to grab onto that rope and endure, to remain. It's talking about, also it talks about a spider web. All you know how with a spider, I mean, if we touch it, of course, we can tear it down. But if a spider touches it, they can still hold on. He says, so I got hope for you. But if you don't do what you need to do, you will never see the hope. It also means to twist, to stretch, the tension of enduring and waiting. That's what the plan God has for us. But it's optional. He can plan all day, but He gives you an option. It plans for the future. The future talks about the after part, the end, the latter part, the promise that He has for us. But those things are optional. God said, I got a plan, but you got to be able to see my plan and begin to step out in the plan that I have you. It's optional. Growth is optional. He's already told us. And finally, Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, it says this: trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. All your ways submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. So that's optional. He said, it say trust. The problem is we don't never trust in Him. We expect Him to do this and do that. No, baby, growth is optional. First, He said, trust in me with all your heart. That means it don't mean that thing beating in your chest. It means that inner man, that inside, that I trust you, God, regardless. And so that's why change is so necessary. And even though it's optional, it's necessary if you're going to go to the next level. If you're going to persevere, if you're going to become the woman, the girl, the boy, whoever your business is going to grow, if you plan to do this entrepreneur, then you got to the first thing, you got to trust God. Because what will happen when you start a business, or organization, a ministry, a church, or whatever you've been called to do, things will happen where it don't look like it's going to work out. And so that's why I use this scripture, growth is optional, because it first say trust in the Lord with all your heart. And it say lean not into your own understanding. We try to understand things that's not understandable. We're trying to figure it out, and God's already worked it out. And so that's why it's so optional. And it said, all your ways, submit yourself to Him, and He will make your path straight. And this was another version of it. But one thing about, if you're going to go through life, and understand that it's optional. If you're trying to get somewhere, He said He'll make your path straight. But listen, it don't always start straight. Sometimes this walk is crooked, it's raggedy. The roads have humps and bumps in it, and you're driving your car. You're trying to drive your car and not hit them little bumps that tear your car. But God said, if you trust me and with your heart, and you lean not to your own understanding, even though your way look a little raggedy, even though it don't look like it's going to work out, it shall be straight. It shall come to pass. So just know, growth is optional, and God has given us tools. He's given us things that we can look at and say, okay, God, I understand what you mean. So He said, if you trust me, I'm going to work this out. So change is going to happen. Look in the mirror, start parting your hair. If you've been here any length of time, you're going to see some little grays. When I first started, I had gray, I'm trying to pull them out. Now if I keep pulling my gray out, I ain't going to have no hair. You hear what I'm saying? So change will happen, but growth is optional. I declare to you tonight, as I finish, just know that growth is optional, and it's up to you how you decide how you're going to go from this place forward. You can't change yesterday, but you can sure enough look forward to tomorrow and today. So just know, change is inevitable, but growth is optional. And that's all I have for you tonight.
Wow, amazing. Thank you for that, because it is the truth.
Yeah.
The Bible says everything there's a season and a time for every purpose. Things change, seasons change, people change,
Mm-hmm.
the world changes. We say often that Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. He changes not in His nature, but His methods constantly change.
Yes.
So change is going to happen. One way or the other. You're gonna grow old. You're gonna age. You're gonna look as fine as you did back in the day. You might be like, boy, back in the day, I was prom queen. And like Chris Rock told a girl, but look at you now. Look at you. You look at yourself now.
Yup.
That was a long time ago. Girl, I used to run track. I was the best thing out there. And people look at you like, you look like you ran to the corner. But that's the thing, though. Change happens, and then, but that we have the option, which is the different thing, and that is such a powerful statement. And I know, wasn't this John Maxwell? I can't remember.
It was, yes, it was Maxwell. I couldn't. Yeah, it was Maxwell.
Yeah. So the thing is, when you have the option to grow, God gave us free will. You have a choice.
Yeah.
So make the right choice and make every day count, good people. Make the right choice, because that's how you grow. You're going to change whether you like it or not. And it might not be always for the better. But when you grow better, stronger, taller, and more effective. That's just fact. So thank you for that. That was great. A couple of times I wanted to give you a bell. I couldn't get to it soon enough. You said something. I was like, ding, 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 ding. Like, man. And that be burning up. Boy, she be like saying some. She be saying some one-liners, y'all. And that is the queen of one-liners. She'll say some stuff that have you going, really? Yes, she did. And before you know it, you're like, yes, she did just say that. I want y'all trolls to get off our feed here. I'm getting rid of the trolls, Boom. All right, good people. We're going to move to the next section. Yeah. It's time for the next section. Y'all know what's coming up, but we're going to pause for just a minute. We're going to go to our commercial break, but please don't go anywhere. You have time to share it with somebody. Get your finger ready right now and go to that little arrow and share it with a few more people. The other thing we want you to do is to click that link on YouTube and text it to some folk that might not even be on Facebook. Email it to some people on your Facebook page. Click that arrow and share it to your page. And I don't know, for some reason, I don't know if this happened with anybody else. I know there's been an update, but I could not find the share in Messenger on my feed. I don't know if it was just mine or if it was just something that was happening, but I could not find it on my feed. I'm like, no, they did not. But anywho, we're going to keep this party going. We done got it started and we got to take it all the way. So good people, somebody said me neither. Yeah, it's not there. When I click the arrow, I can't see the option to share it in my messenger anymore. Maybe they I don't know. Maybe they moved it. I have to go and check. I never check for the updates, so I don't know what they're doing when they do stuff. But anyway, we still getting the word out because we're still growing in numbers on our listeners and our viewers right now. And I thank y'all for joining us. You tuned into Movement Worldwide. To Can We Talk is your faithful co-host Anita Faye Wilson and Annette L. Anderson, who's been singing tonight. So we're going to pause for our commercial break, but we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Just invite someone, and we'll see y'all in a few seconds.
Walk into your God-given destiny with power and conviction with Power Walk Sunday. Each and every Sunday at 10 a.m. live on multiple platforms. TNT, that's Tuesday Night Talk with Annette L. Anderson, every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. live on multiple platforms. Go where you can soar. That's Speak It, Orated, Articulated, and Reverberated. When we eat well, we live well, and all will be well. Go to elbwell.com, join the journey, and take your life back. You can also join Eat Well, Live Well, Be Well every second and fourth Saturday at 3 p.m. for Be Well, a health and wellness series. If you don't have your copy, get yours today at Amazon.com. That's Living Life One Quote at a Time by Annette L. Anderson. Helping us grow spiritually together. Tired of the fluff and puff of playing church? Ready to be a powerful vessel? Ready to work the word? Join Connie Green every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. And we're here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. live with Can We Talk? Your co-hosts, Annette L. Anderson and Anita Faye Wilson, with Tea Time Topics, where we discuss trending subjects and current events. You can also discuss these with your Can We Talk coffee mug. Email us at info@movementworldwide.org. They're $15, and that includes shipping. Make a donation via Cash App at $Movement Worldwide, or go to our website, click the Patron button, and sow a seed of $12 per month. That's 40 cents a day. Whatever the seed, it's greatly appreciated. Be sure to follow us on all platforms. Click the notification button, subscribe, like, and don't forget to share. It's that time. Tea Time Topics.
I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't at us. I was back here going, ooh. It's our tea time topics. I'm gonna do one more time.
It's that time. Tea Time Topics.
Yes, we love tea time topics. Tea time topics. Tea time topics. Tea time. Okay, I'm on. All right, we're gonna go straight into our tea time topics, y'all. We have our tea time topics. Y'all know we like to come from a host of places. Yes, I know you clapping. I know you clapping. Yes, yes, yes. Y'all love tea time topics too, just as much as we do. And I forgot to put these in order, make sure they're in order, and they are not. So I'm going to start with our first tea time topic while I'm fiddling with these things. Boom. You know, these people. Oh, these people, Annette, these people. These people. It's like we got to start with some stuff, y'all. We got to start with some stuff because it's kind of interesting what's going on in our society. During a testing confirmation hearing on Tuesday, Florida Surgeon General Joseph Ladapo, whatever his name is, would not confirm if he had received his COVID-19 vaccination when pressed by state Democrats. I personally believe that people can make their decisions for themselves with information. And I think that in some ways they probably, trying to talk like him, they probably make decisions that, that they're more comfortable with if elements like coercion or misrepresentation of data or hiding data are not a part of the process. Ladapo said when pushed by State Senator Tina Polsky to reveal if he had received the vaccine, according to the Associated Press, though Ladapo would not disclose his vaccination status because he said it was private information he added with the vaccines as time goes by. The protection from infection declined. But unfortunately, there's been little discussion about this. Now, here's the thing.
Wait a minute.
What did that? What you say?
He was saying as time go by, the protection from infection. They say they was talking about he just say stuff. You know, he's very verbal, and you know, he's annoying.
You know what he said? He says a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah,
is what it is. It's a whole lot of nothing that comes out of his mouth. I've watched him speak a few times, and I'm like, you know, I'm sure deep down inside somewhere, he's a smart individual because you know you get your little degrees and stuff in college, but that's book work. But there's something a little missing there, and I hate when I feel like we've been given Scooby snacks or tokens just to be able to say, see, I put a black man over. But, I think a lot of that is strategic because, of course, you got to have somebody to blame for stuff. And then you just push somebody out front to be the one to speak on the matter when you know that this thing has plagued a lot of the African-American community. But I think here's the thing. If people are acting like, oh, this HIPAA law. People go around and broadcast all the time. They got the flu shot. People broadcast all the time. Oh, the doctor put me on antibiotics or, whatever it is. I can understand if it was some serious illness that, you're praying about. You don't want to put, your mouth out there and have people like, coming up to you acting crazy and stuff. I get that. But at the end of the day, you are the Surgeon General. You don't want to tell whether or not you're vaccinated. What you hiding for? Aren't y'all supposed to be setting examples? I don't get it. What's the deal with that in that?
Well, I think number one, he's taking them. He's taking all of them, I believe. But I think what he's trying to do is straddle the fence. So if it works out good, oh yeah, I did take it, but I didn't want to. But if it don't work out good, see, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all shouldn't have took, So he's straddling the fence just like the governor. You just like the governor. He took them all. Your wife's sick, man. You done took them. But yeah. So I don't get it. And it's his business. It don't bother me. Oh, here we go. What is it?
I'm on the fence regarding this because of privacy. How much is too much to relinquish when it comes to our privacy? Just wish it was someone other than this talking to me.
Yep.
Yes. Jassy, you get the first bell of the evening. It would have been Annette if I could have made it to the bell while she was doing the power tool, but you gonna get the first one because I declare, sometimes y'all can say the stuff that we want to say. I just get so annoyed. But there it is, y'all. There it is. You heard it here on Can We Talk. Y'all know we like to go. Listen, we tell y'all all the time, we keep it light, but we keep it real. We don't stay on it. We don't harp on it. But anyway, I want to say something, but I'm not going to say it. I'm going to call on the fellas that Annette has yet to name. We're going to come back one week and we're going to actually introduce them to y'all name by name. We're going to put up the picture and we're going to pop their names up one by one. This is so
yeah, we got
so we're going to call their names out. We're going to do a whole fanfare. But in the meantime, fellas, come on, babies. I know y'all got names somewhere in Annette's heart.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
Oh, gosh. Here go your favorite person.
Yeah, I like him today. Okay, Senator Minority Leader Mitch McConnell Tuesday pushed back against the censors of 2 House Republicans over their involvement in investigating the January 6th attack on Capitol, arguing that it's not the job of the Republican National Committee to single out its own members and disputing the characterization that the riots were a legitimate political discourse. Boy, they can come up with some words. McConnell first public comments about the censure of Rep. Liz Cheney of Wyoming and Rep. Adam Kinzinger of Illinois don't come as a major surprise because his past break with those in his party, including former President Donald Trump, the former, I had to throw it double times anyway, who downplayed the violence of January 6th. McConnell reiterated his personal views that he believed it was a violent insurrection trying to stop the peaceful transfer of power. With regards to the suggestion that RNC should be in the business of picking and choosing Republicans who ought to be supported, traditionally the view of National Party committees is that we support all members of our party, regardless of their position on issues. Wow. The Kentucky Republican said at the Tuesday afternoon press conference, McConnell said he still has confidence in the leadership of the RNC chairwoman Ronna McDonald, who disagrees with the decision to engage in calling out members over differences from others in the party.
You say you like him today, man.
Oh yeah, but I know that he sucks, but I do agree with him in regards to that. So you, in other words, so you want them to be the puppets. They have a right to say I disagree.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted Ann McConnell, and they're one of the few people who are not bowing down to the ex-king. They're not kissing his ring. It's all right to say, hey, it don't matter what you say. They arrested 700 people. So you can use any verbiage you want to. Stop pissing on me and telling me it's raining. We saw what happened. We were sitting there watching it. And that's what's annoying. And I don't necessarily support Adam and Liz Cheney, but I respect the fact that they say, hey, listen, I don't care who you are. I'm standing for what's right. And I'm telling you, they're going to go down in history, and it's going to come a day, you mark my words, someone going to come out and say, oh, my God, I regret. In fact, someone already has.
It's going to be a whole lot of regret. Some of them are there. It's going to be a whole lot of regret. The regret going to be in the evangelical church. I can't wait for that because I hope I get to see it. But, I know I shouldn't be carnal like that. But I am right now.
It's going to be regret because y'all know those people did what they did. They was crawling up the darn wall like Spider-Man. Y'all know it. We saw them. I'm like, is that Spider-Man brother, a cousin? Because they were Clem. I'm like, I had never seen nothing like it. Just because you use this verbiage, legitimate political discourse, there was nothing legitimate about what they did. Nothing. Now, some of the people may have been legitimately, frustrated, but I'm talking about the ones who actually went into the building. That's why 700 of them been arrested with their legitimate selves. Okay. Anyway, that's my take. I'm finished.
Oh. You didn't see me doing this. All over the wall like Spider-Man. That's what I gave the Also, the bell was a little side bell for Mitch because we'll never give him a bell, but Annette likes it
No.
this, so we give him a bell. But look at this here. Look at Jassy. I got to give Jassy a bell for this one. Oh my God. Jassy cutting up early. I'm gonna say great this man's today. Hooray. And she also nominated a name for one of the men as Joseph.
Okay, great.
So yeah, thank you, Angela, for the birthday wishes. Love you. All right. I'm tickled. I love the movers. Y'all know y'all a trip. Come on, fellas, take us on to the next one.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
I don't know what's going on in the world today, but it's some craziness. It's some craziness going on in the world today. U.S. Secret Service was made aware of a security threat at a school where the second gentleman was meeting with students and faculty. Mr. Imhoff is safe, and the school has been evacuated, which is what he said. A grateful Secret Service, DC Service, and DC Police for their work. Imhoff spokesperson Katie Peters wrote on Tuesday on Twitter. Vice President Kamala Harris has been in touch with Imhoff since the evacuation, and he's okay. The White House official said the school Imhoff visited, Dunbar High School in Northwest Washington, D.C., was evacuated and declared safe late Tuesday afternoon following a threat. There's been a lot of threats. Somebody, I just pray that nobody gets through the ropes, because there's been a lot of threats lately. DC Police Executive Assistant Chief Ashawn Benedict told the reporters late Tuesday afternoon that at approximately 2:15 p.m., they received the threat on the school itself to the front desk announcing a bomb threat, giving the people in that location 10 minutes to leave. They had 10 minutes to evacuate. And the Secret Service said Tuesday that there's no information to indicate that the threat was directed at Imhoff. So they don't know who it was directed at. But when you think about, this the stuff that's been going on lately, there has been so much of that. And, it's like they're just, it's like they won't give up. They keep trying and trying and trying and trying to find. And that, who does that remind you of? And that the Bible says that he paces to and fro.
Yeah.
Most violators of James 6 are no longer Trump supporters, and they're running. They are running scared. They're shaking like a leaf. But the Bible says that the enemy paces to and fro, like as a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour, just waiting for the moment, waiting for the guard to be down, waiting for an opportunity to come in and wreak havoc. So please stay prayerful, because this is some foolishness. We are happy that the second gentleman is safe. Who lied about their accomplishments? Karen must be late. She must be on the Surgeon General. All right, good people. So we're gonna go on to the next. So you have anything else to say about that, Annette?
No. There's some craziness in here, but whoever said it sums it up. Is scared because their Messiah with the Como Messiah. He's
what you call him in there?
Como Messiah, because they that's what they did. And now they're scared because all that stuff.
Comb over Messiah.
Yeah, Como. And all that stuff that they say, they thought that some of them really, 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 really thought he'd been back in office by now. So now,
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Well, that's what it is. It is what it is. The comb over Messiah. They did prophesy that he was going to be in office. They prophesied that they were going to the inauguration. They prophet after prophet after prophet. A whole video full of prophets who bought their ticket, and they were coming from scripture and everything else. So yeah, so it's been one of them things. So everybody's laughing at the comb over. Okay, all right. So we're going to the next one. Come on, fellas, let's go and move to the next one.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
Okay, this is, oh my gosh. This is so awesome. These are the originators, the trendsetters, from long acrylic nails, hoop earrings to braids and cornrows, clear lipstick and gold grills. Black culture is really women have influenced all major trends in pop culture. First, I want to talk about the nails, dating all the way back to 3000 BC. Egyptian women were thought to have worn nail extensions created with ivory, gold, and bone in the 14th century. Chinese and Egyptian royals such as Cleopatra and Queen Nefertiti were believed to have painted their fingernail and toenails red as symbol of status. The acrylic nails were created in the United States in 1950 and became popular with Hollywood stars and athletes and other folks. Next is the hoop earrings. It comes in various forms, shapes, sizes, and metals, but there's no doubt that the hoop earring is a classic piece of jewelry. Throughout history, the hoop earrings has been a powerful symbol for many different non-European cultures. The invention of hoop earrings dates back as far as the Bronze Age and fourth century Africa, Sudan in particular, which was then Nubia, where they were constructed from bronze, silver, and gold. Hoops were also essential accessory for Egyptians, in addition to, I think that's Gababe, tribe of India, and of women of Vietnam. Next, I want to talk about the braids and the cornrows. Braiding started in Africa with the Himba people on the Namibia. These people have been braiding their hairs for centuries. In many African tribes, braided hairstyles were a unique way to identify each tribe. Braid patterns and hairstyles were an indication of a person's tribe, age, marital status, wealth, power, and religion. In relation to time period, Africa started this cornrows and braiding in 3500 BC. And so also I had read, this is not a note, but I also read that one of the things when they brought some of the people here from other countries, they would put rice in their hair. They would braid it in there. And so that they would have that rice and that would help them if they ever got to the place that they may have been starving or whatever. So, yeah. So that's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I'm just looking at the photos. I'm still enamored. I was looking at them earlier today and I was like, wow, just such beautiful blackness all in one. Somebody just
Mhm.
said beautiful blackness. And I agree. Beautiful. Jassie said picks 1 and 2 was speaking to her soul. Let me look and see what that was. Picks 1 and 2. Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that fro saying a lot.
Yeah.
And the way she's looking at the camera too. Oh yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, somebody else say that. Yes, I love that fro. Love that fro. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. We love that. So we're going to give that a nice bell. That's the kind of stuff
Mhm.
we like to talk about. Yes. We'll give it a bell and an applause. And then we're going to move on to the next one. Come on, fellas. Take us on to the next one.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
All righty. Beautiful churn, beautiful churn. We just love when our beautiful churn do some stuff. It's just so nice. University of Michigan students open vending machine business for Black students in need of hair and beauty supplies. What a filler of a need. Wow. 2 University of Michigan students created a solution to a problem plaguing many Black and brown college students attending predominantly white colleges and universities by providing hair care and beauty products made for textured hair and darker skin tones readily available on campus. During COVID, when we were all quarantined in our homes and couldn't do anything, the only stores that were open were essential stores, gas stations, grocery stores, pharmacies, and the beauty supplies were not open, Wilson said. The 2 took advantage of the university's optimized grant and a program that helps students tap into their entrepreneurial spirit by offering mentorship on projects including starting a business. Wilson Ozuna Harrison received a $10,000 grant from Optimize, and they used the money to address the hair care needs of Black and brown students on campus. They purchased the vending machine, hair and beauty products with the money last fall and garnered support from the school to house the machine in one of the most popular spots on campus, the Michigan Union Building. Wilson and Ozuna Harrison Purchase products from wholesalers that sell the best. We have bonnets, do-rags, we have hair glue, eyelashes, shea butter, wave grease, castor oil. We have wig caps, stocking caps, they said, with plans to purchase more products, including hair extensions, wigs, edge control gel, and more. All the stuff that you gonna need. If you are a chocolate brown baby on a college campus and can't get your hair products, you know what? That is awesome. I love, 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 love that. You know what? When I was on tour with Gloria Stefan, I was like maybe, oh gosh, I was like probably 20 years old, 20, 21, 22, something like that. And when I left home, I had this beautiful haircut. Kim Moten had, Fifi's Beauty Salon Daytona. Whoop, whoop. She had done my hair all up. I had my hair cut in this little short cut. And so she had, I'm all feathered. And then I'm like, I'm going to get me some Optimum Perm. I'm going to take it with me because I can relax my own hair while I'm out there, But I hadn't thought about like certain things like the edging and, taping my hair off. And when it grows out, it's going to look like a little funny afro. It's like I had not factored in that. And I was gone for 3 months. I wanted to get my hair braided. I wanted to do some things. I was running out of relaxer. And I'll never forget when we got to Rotterdam, Holland, my husband came back to the room and got me and said, you need to come see this. You need to come. I need to show you something. So he brought me outside. We were walking. I'm like, where are we going? And he said, I want you to stop right here. I'm like, okay. And we're like in the middle of the street. He said, now look down. I looked down. All I saw was ground and railroad tracks. And he said, okay. So we went across the railroad track and then we got to the city and he did like this. He turned me and all I saw was Optimum, Carefree, hair extensions, braids. Oh my God. It was the sisters doing hair and all the products I needed. So it's nothing like being away from what you need, like products like that, and being able to have it. So I applaud these two. That is a business that fills a void that I'm sure a lot of people have never thought of. And we applaud these babies for that. Your thoughts?
Yeah, totally. And this is why we tell people all the time, do not sleep on your vision. Because you may not think much of it. Because I would have never in a million years thought of that. But there was a need. And so whatever your vision is, don't sleep on it. Hey, somebody may need that, what you have, that you got written down in your book on your shelf in the corner with dust on it. So, yeah.
And here's the thing, I was here, there I was. Now, if you were on campus and you got like 2 months and that hair getting kind of thick, or that hair, them edges ain't laying down, or that wave cap ain't quite doing, or you done lost your wave cap, or you ain't got your little edge grease. You ever seen them girls trying to do little baby hair and that stuff ain't laying down? And you looking in the mirror and you feeling like, oh my God, there's no way I could do this. I'm like, oh Lord, looking at the edges. What am I going to do? Oh, somebody help me. Somebody. And then you like so messed up. And then I got to do it one more time. You're so messed up. You're like, oh my God. Then you got some sisters and brothers that's going to create a vending machine fire. So with all of that being said, we applaud the children for their creation. We applaud the children. And that. Amen. No more of the people going home and looking in the mirror and looking at their edges and being sad. So they say, "Oh my God, I don't have to feel that no more." Oh God. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna get off of that. So that's Jassy laughing. Yeah, because you know what I'm talking about, Jassy. Jassy live in the beauty supply. This girl here, not a hair out of place. Always, and it takes oh God, don't get me started on how long it takes her to get dressed. Oh gosh. She is a personal friend of mine. You'll be waiting 3 hours. Yes. We missed the whole beginning of a concert. I wanted to see Casey and JoJo. When we got there, they were done. Wait, no, Jassy, with all her little hair products and stuff. So she would have been the first one in line. Come on, fellas. Take us to the next one.
Moving. We keep it moving.
All right. Well, this is...
Oh, I'm sorry. I ain't showed the vending machine.
Yeah, that's the vending machine. Yeah.
Oh, this the vending machine, y'all. That looks nice. It's like look at the idea, Annette.
Yeah, amazing.
That's amazing. Okay, I'm gonna come off. We're gonna
go no, that's fine. No, I thought maybe it took the vending machine off.
No, I didn't. Yeah. You thought my perfection takes time. Yes, it does, but not that much time. All right, we're going to the next one. Here you go.
All right, this is a very troubling story. It starts out, we were scared. This is you'll understand why. A 58-year-old Florida man smashes windows of black teens in their new car, 2022, then follows them for miles. Now he faces hate crimes charges and unprovoked attack. A white man from DeLand, Florida, has been released from the Volusia County jail after being arrested physically and verbally assaulting two black high school students. That's about, and their friend, two black students. That's about 30 minutes from here. He was accused of stalking the students for 2 miles, smashing their windows, and hurling racial slurs at the minors. He's out on a $40,000 bond. Richard Burnham was charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault and 1 count of criminal mischief. An incident that authorities said began with Burnham harassing the 3 students after spotting them pumping gas. He knew who to bother. The 58-year-old man approached the Volusia County gas station and started to bombard the 17, 18-year-old with racial epithets, which bumped the charges up to hate crime. I'm so glad. Oh, I'm so glad. On a call to 911, one of the teens said he was kind of saying something to us and my friend who was driving. It's his car. He told him, like, get away from the car, back up. And the report stated he, after tossing the N-word around his mother, racial slurs in their direction. However, Burnham disputed that. His of course his story claim is a little different from the high school students. He said he was acting in retaliation to the young people shooting at him with an airsoft gun and threatened to kill him. The officers also noted that unlike the teens, the elder white man did not call 911, nor did his story line up like the teens' recollection of the event. And so he's definitely gonna be charged with hate crime. First of all, first thing I want to say, he's 58. Now, he should be shaming himself. Just look at that joker there, look like he in his 70s. Boy, bye. But what he did is, boy, I'm 62. Let's not go there. And so the problem is he picked somebody that he felt like he could overpower. I guarantee you, if that had been my husband and some other men, he wouldn't have did it because he a coward. And he just take your behind home. Stop acting up and trying to be bullies and messing with people, because it's gonna get you in jail or hell. So you best leave people alone.
Y'all, I'm like, y'all ain't learn. Didn't y'all just see 3 men go to prison, and ain't 2 of them ain't getting out.
And the other one ain't getting out either. He's gonna be dead before 30 years up. He old as dirt now. And if he do get out, he's gonna be bent all the way to the ground because he's gonna be old. That's if. And still, they still got another charge. They got to charge him with another charge. So he may get
charge.
He ain't get out. He know it. He know it.
That's what we got for you.
Yeah, leave people alone. Leave people
alone. Let them kids go. People can't even drive a car in peace. Foolishness. Yeah. Movers, we need y'all to get the trash off the stage. Somebody said, look at them ears. I think it was Sharon. Sharon, I wanted to give you a bell on that. Look at them ears sticking out. It's like you're looking crazy and old and worn and tired. Leave people alone. Stop. Just being bitter and mean for no reason, just because you hate the way somebody look. You hate this color somebody's skin, and you hate the fact that we have the right to do what we want to do in this country. We have the same rights as you, well, on the surface. But for the most part, systemic racism still exists. But at the end of the day, you can't treat us like they treated us in the 60s.
That's right.
So those days are gone. We ain't there no more. A life sentence is only the beginning. They will slow walk through hell when they die. Amen. Amen. They go do the electric slide right through hell.
They better repent. God will forgive them. They better repent so they won't have to lift their eyes up and hit.
Shimmy. They're going to straight up do the electric slide in hell. All right. Come on, fellas. Let's get it off.
Moving. We keep it moving.
Brim, that's my school, y'all. Well, with the information that I got to share, foolishness. This crazy stuff going on in the world. FBI is investigating a series of bomb threats. Here we go. A series of bomb threats towards HBCUs across the U.S. I told y'all they're crazy, and this is a prime example. You see what happened with this man. You see what happened with the vice president. Husband had to be whisked off because of a bomb threat. The threats have students and faculty alike on heightened alert. I follow all of the HBCUs, and all of them are posting about they're receiving bomb threats and telling students to shelter in place, not to come on campus, and they're doing everything virtually, says Leslie Jones, who's the founder of the 107 an organization that advocates for HBCUs. More than a dozen HBCUs have been impacted since February 1st. It's February 9th. The bomb threats appear to follow a pattern of anonymous person issuing the bomb threat to the schools around 3 in the morning, although the exact methods of communication have not been disclosed by many schools involved. The schools then contact the local police and sweep the campuses for any bombs. None of the threats has led to the discovery of an explosion device so far. Wednesday afternoon, the FBI released this statement on its investigation into the bomb threats. The agency's statement says, in part, this investigation is one of the highest priority for the Bureau and involves more than 20 FBI field officers across the country. These threats are being investigated as racially or ethnically motivated violent extremism and hate crimes. The FBI has identified 6 juveniles as persons of interest in the bomb threats. The agency also said in its statement on Wednesday, no word of any arrests at this time of this report. So listen, this be some foolishness. Because here's the thing, you know, I keep saying it, how there's been an awakening of this evil, foul, vile spirit, this foulness, this odor, this stench of racism and entitlement, as though somebody has taken something that belonged to you, that didn't belong to you in the first place, because you came over here and took it from the Indians, and then you brought Africans over here to build it, and then wanted to kick us out or kick us to the curb like we're animals. And we are people. We bleed red. We have the same blood. We're made up the same way. But although we were here first, because the first person on this earth was of African, was dark skin. Yes. Yes. So, but at the end of the day, it's like there's an evil, foul spirit, and it's awakened in some of these people. And it's sad because it's only a select few, because that's not the sentiments of all. That's just so ridiculous. Okay, your thoughts on that?
Well, I totally agree with you. It's any walk of life. It's going to be a few people who will raise their ugly head, and those people, it's all Yeah, I do believe that the former president may have stirred the pot, but it was already there. In some people's heart, it was there, and so for some, this was their opportunity to act on it. It ain't all totally his fault, because out of the, I would say, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks.
Exactly.
So it's
all he did was he knew that there was fuel. He just lit the match.
Well, he the type of man he is. He's an opportunist, and so whatever the opportunity present itself, he's gonna harp on it, and that's just how he does. And these people, some of these people are just mean here in Orlando. They've been arrested, hit the man because he was Jewish. So there's just some ugliness in people that's coming out now. So we definitely have to stay prayed up. We really do. So.
Yep. All right, let's go on to the next one. Come on, fellas, we almost done.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
Yeah, we wanted to bring some Black history, even though we bring Black history every week. I don't know, but I guess we want to bring some more, I know. But on February 29th in 1940, y'all, at the 12th Annual Academy Awards, Hattie McDaniel took home the Oscar. In addition to being the first Black Oscar winner, Hattie McDaniel also had a distinction of being the first Black Oscar nominee for her role in Gone with the Wind. Hattie McDaniel was seated separately from her co-stars at the Oscar. While this ceremony was a historic evening for the annual award show, Hattie McDaniel was still facing oppression during this ceremonial evening. The awards show took place at the Ambassador's Coconut Grove nightclub, which was white only at that time. The hotel allowed the actors to attend, but instead of sitting with the Gone with the Wind cast and crew, McDaniel was escorted to a segregated table, thus not allowing to be recognized actress to be celebrated with her collaborators on this prestigious evening. Actually, they had her sitting against a wall, and the only reason she was able to get in was because her the person who helped her knew the person at the hotel. While Hattie McDaniel remained a pioneer and a barrier breaker throughout her long and extensive career, the Oscar-winning actress continued to face many hardships throughout her life, even sadly at the very end, as a dying wish. McDaniel wanted to be buried at Hollywood Memorial Park, which has since been renamed the Hollywood Forever. Though she created an extraordinary career for herself in Hollywood, the cemetery did not allow a Black woman to be buried in their property. Thus, McDaniel's parting wish was denied. And that's a story. And also, when I read about her, she actually starred in 300 movies, but they only gave her credit for 80.
Wow.
Yeah. And they
I
did not
know
change.
that.
This hotel did not change until 1959, where they started allowing Black folks to come in there. Yeah, you probably can go in there and clean up, but you know.
I don't know. Jesse said, what happened to the movie on her life? Queen Latifah was slotted for that role. I don't know. And I never heard anything else about it. There's a couple of movies that we never saw happen. My sister was talking the other day about the Teddy Pendergrass movie that Tyree was supposed to do. Yeah, there's a lot of movies we've been waiting on. And, it's grateful. We're grateful to see some that we have. But, yeah, some of these Black producers need to get together and make sure that these movies get out.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. We applaud her. We applaud her memory. We have a couple more that we're going to applaud, but we do applaud her memory. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, that was some hard times, but she paved the way, y'all. All right, Jada Pinkett and all y'all. Y'all doing what y'all do because of what she did.
And let me say this right quick about her. Not only did she get oppressed by white folks, Black folks had problems with her too, because they say she always played the little mammy roles. But she did what she thought was right. And even her Oscar that she won, nobody knows where it's at. They don't know where it's at. So anyway, I had to throw that in there.
That's amazing. All right, fellas.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
Wow, look who made the news. Look who made the news. This has been on so much. I was like, okay. Facing backlash for her comments on the Holocaust, Whoopi Goldberg said her interpretation of race is skin deep. And as a Black person, her perspective of racism is different, leading to a misrepresentation of her intentions. The View host and moderator said she has been receiving hate mail since saying the Holocaust was not about race on the show on Monday. Goldberg has apologized and explained her comments. She was suspended from the show for 2 weeks following the outrage. It upset a lot of people, which was never, ever my intention, Goldberg said during an interview on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert late Monday. I feel being Black, when we talk about race, it is a very different thing to me. So I said I thought the Holocaust wasn't about race. Goldberg made comments on The View in response to a Tennessee school district vote to remove a book about the Holocaust from the shelves because of inappropriate language and nudity. The View co-host Anna Navarro argued that the Holocaust was about white supremacists going after Jews. However, Goldberg did not back down, adding that the Nazis and Jews are two white groups of people. The minute you turn it into race, it goes down this alley. Let's talk about it for what it is. It's how people treat each other, Goldberg said Monday. It doesn't matter if you're Black or white, Jews, it's each other. So that was her statement. And wow. And it just like, I know I can't be, insensitive to people who actually have had family members that suffered in that area. But it's like she needs to quit the blocked View and start her own show. I agree. Now, I agree with that. I do, because there's a lot that goes into when you are being controlled by who's controlling the narrative, and because of that, of course, I don't think her point really got across. I kind of get what she was saying, but it's a tough conversation, and particularly for people who have suffered it, whose family suffered it. That was one of the most um uh, one of the most gut-wrenching things that ever happened in the history of this world. I cannot imagine what those people suffer. And it's as unimaginable as slavery. It's like one of those things. And just as I wouldn't want them to downplay what we went through, I wouldn't want to downplay what they went through. So you have to be careful with your words. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, only thing, being fair to her, what she was saying, and I mean, she said it's two white groups of people.
Yeah.
Because when you see people, a lot of times we don't know if people, whatever, we don't know whether you, Jew or whatever. I don't. And I mean, you look at black folks, you say, "Oh, they black folks,"
Except when you see Africans, because you kind of know them because their features.
Yeah. So
and then with black people, you hear them talk, that one's from the island or from another country. Other than that,
but it's just like, well, I would say this about Whoopi. They've been waiting for her to say anything, and they've been waiting. There's some people just been waiting because so many people don't. I read so much, some of the hate mail and about the show and this, that, and other. I thought myself, don't watch it, and so people jumping on this with both feet. Half of them probably didn't even. I'm gonna tell you something, Nita. Half of them ain't read the whole comment what she said. They just saw she said something, and oh yeah, let's get rid of them.
Said it wasn't about race, and then her and another coworker got into a heated discussion about it. So they jumped on it. And the thing is, I get, I have a lot of friends who are Jewish. I have a lot of Jewish friends, and I never want to come across as insensitive because there are some things that I've said, and I'm like, is that insensitive? And they have done the same for me. And we talk a lot about racial stuff all the time because we can both relate. However, I honestly don't think that this was a situation like that. And I get what she was saying because it's two white people. However, they do view Jewish people the tainted race of the white race.
Oh yeah,
and that's why they hate them. And so they said that their blood is tainted and that they're filthy, and they call them that. And that's really sad. But yes, that is the divide. But they're all.
But then on the flip side, then how could I'm just saying evangelical serve because he was a Jew? It's biblical. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? So it's something a little flawed. Well, anyway, you shouldn't have said it. But when you in a conversation, a lot of times you'll say something, and I've said something like, "Uh-oh, did I just say that?" I'll say something like, "Oh Lord, what did I just say?" So yeah, she just had to certain conversations she probably just need to stay away from. That's all.
Yeah, and that's with all of us. We have to be careful what we say.
I know I say some stuff.
People do get offended. Yeah, but you don't, and then you don't go across the line. I mean, your comment tonight, comb over Messiah, that's classic. That's going down in the archives.
Because that's what they treated him like. They treated him like the Messiah. I just do the comb over because we know.
Because he does wear comb over. All right. So that's funny. But we're going to move on to the next one. We're almost done. Come on, fellas.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
Okay. I'm going quick here. Okay, I was reading this article in Forbes that states, some may say, what is the point of observing Black History Month? Well, we have come so far in this country in terms of diversity, equality, and inclusion, but we still got a long way to go. And though we have come a long way, there is still much, much work to do. Some of the lessons learned in military should translate well into business, which was not progress at a similar pace in developing diverse talent at the top. So as we pause this month to remember the contribution of Black Americans and speak of them as part of Black history, we must see history as an important part of American history. Black history is American history. I don't know, some kind of way along the way we got to separate. No, baby, it's all history, And Barack Obama stated this: as we celebrate Black History Month, it's important to remember that we should treat this month as though we shouldn't treat this month as though it's somehow separate from our collective American history. Black history is American history. President Joseph Biden, my president, states Black History Month. the one that won and didn't cheat. Black History must serve as both a celebration, a powerful reminder that Black history is American history. Black culture is American culture, and Black stories are essential to the ongoing stories of America. Our faults, our struggles, our progress, and our aspiration. And that came from our president
Yeah.
that beat the pants out Trump. But I'm just saying,
Beat the pants off the comb over Messiah.
yeah, almost like yeah. So
With the
yeah,
little M, as Jassy said. Messiah with the little M.
well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so yeah, that was very interesting. I just wanted to talk about what the both the the former president is interesting. We hear a lot of jargon and a lot of foolishness, but these two gentlemen talked about when you say Black history, you're talking about American history. We're not separate. We're the only reason it's celebrated like that because of what happened many years ago when it wasn't inclusive. And so
And
we
it
just
ain't many years ago. It's still trying to be whitewashed.
oh, they tried, but no, it's all right though. So we live in a different time. Try as you want. You can do critical race theory, but we're gonna come on here every Wednesday and say something. So
Amen.
you cannot stop
Amen.
progress. You can stop your
Amen.
failure.
Mm-hmm.
And these kids, you can't stop kids from learning. These are a whole different group of children. Please, you can't stop these kids.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Mm-mm. Well, at the end of the day, we still have to celebrate it because the thing is, we are, so much has been whitewashed and still attempted to whitewash from the history. And there's so much that we never knew. And like their kids, even today, on this broadcast, there are people who have learned that Beethoven was a Black man.
Oh, yeah.
And you would not have known that from what our history books show. And that's the issue right there. Boom. So we applaud it and we celebrate it. Yes, we do. But we don't wait for February because we've been doing it every week, Wednesday.
Yeah, we make sure every week that it's
the internet will destroy all their lives. Yes. All right, fellas, come on, take us to the next one.
Moving. We keep it moving.
All righty, we got some Black women that we're honoring as we close out tonight, honoring Black women in Black history. Nurse, educator, and Army leader Hazel Johnson Brown overcame adversity to become the first Black female general and the first Black chief of the United States Army Nurse Corps. She served in many leadership roles throughout her accomplished career. Her love of medicine and education helped diversify the Army Nurse Corps and created enduring nursing education practices. Johnson Brown's legacy in nursing education was well rewarded and continues to live on. Among the many awards she received are the Distinguished Service Medal and Army Commendation Medal. She earned the title Army Nurse of the Year twice, not once, but twice. In the words of her Westchester peers, she rose above the many barriers facing African-American women and men in the last century. Upon her death, the U.S. House of Representatives passed a joint resolution in her honor, commending her significant contributions to the nursing profession and her dedication to the U.S. Army. She is buried at Arlington National Cemetery. Let me tell you something. We celebrate the women because what they do is so awesome. And that's why I'm so glad Annette chose the women so that we can celebrate them a special way. We come with a, oh my God. And then we're going to come behind that with a great applause. We love it with a bell and applause. All right.
Okay. I'm going to keep going since we're doing the women.
Hold on. Let me get you to the next one. Come on, fellas. We just go straight in.
Okay. Political lawyer and Professor Barbara Jordan was an outspoken advocate for social equity. As a young Texan, a lawyer, Jordan volunteered for the Democratic presidential candidate John F. Kennedy and his running mate, Texan Lyndon B. Johnson. Volunteering inspired Jordan to enter politics, and after two unsuccessful campaigns, Jordan won a seat in the Texas Senate in 1966. She became one of the two African Americans elected to the United States House of Representatives in 1972. In 1976, she became the first African American woman to deliver a keynote address keynote address at the Democratic National Conventions. Jordan retired from politics and became a professor, teaching even after she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis and began using a wheelchair. She lived with her companion Nancy Earl for over 20 years, and then she passed away. I didn't know she had multiple sclerosis. That I
Me
didn't know.
either.
I didn't
Me
know that.
either. Yes, and we
Yeah.
salute. Yes, we do salute, and we come behind that with our wonderful bell and applause. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Wow. Black girls rock, y'all. Black girls rock. We got one more.
One more.
One more. All righty. Born on September 9th, 1934 in Birmingham, Alabama, Sonia Sanchez has inspired generations of women and African Americans through poetry, teachings, plays, and activism. As a prominent member of the Black arts movement, she made a name for herself by centering Black pride in creative expression, like Annette Expressions. In 1975, she joined the English faculty at Temple University, where she taught and mentored young people for nearly 25 years. Her work included dozens of books, essays, short stories, and other materials. Sonia Sanchez, poet, activist, scholar, was the Laura Carnell Professor of English and Women's Studies at Temple University. She is the recipient of both Robert Frost Medal for Distinguished Lifetime Service to American Poetry and the Langston Hughes Poetry Award, one of the most important writers of the Black arts movement. Sanchez is the author of 16 books. Amen, amen, and amen again. And we got you, sis. Yes, yes, yes. We one more time. And we do give you the bell and the applause. Yes, 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 yes. Whew. Yes, I love it. I love it. Man, we got a comment. We got a comment. We got a comment. Power to the people. Black power. Yes. All right, y'all. We have come to the end of our segment. I'm so glad we had this time together. Yes, I am. Ooh. I added that part on the end. I rewrote it. But we're so glad that you all joined us tonight. You could have done anything else with your time, but you chose to come by here and have some fun with us. You chose to come by here and have a great conversation with us. You chose to come by here and get some good information with us, to get some uplifting and empowering conversation with the transformational topic, the power tool, and to have fun with our tea time topics, as we always do. And we're so grateful that you did. You could have gone anywhere else, but you came here. So we are grateful, and we thank you all for joining us. It's come to the time. Yes, I'm the sanctified Carol Burnett. I'm so glad we had this time together. and then you know it's a doggone shit when you got to get sanctified with the Carol Burnett. Ah, okay, I'm done. All right. Yes. Thank you, Jassy. So now we are asking you. Yes, I did my little singing. You know, you see I added that thing on the end. You like that, didn't you, Jassy? But yes, Jassy said it best. We want you to do something for us. Please, ma'am. Please, sir. The video that you're watching, please subscribe, like, and share. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the share button. Share it with somebody. Let them know, look, this is something you got to see. Subscribe, like, and share. Also, you can sow a seed. We are asking you to please, ma'am, please, sir, sow a seed into Movement Worldwide. We are a nonprofit organization, and every penny that is given to our organization goes towards the organization and the use of the things that we are not only doing now, but that we are lining up. And it does take money, and we are so grateful for every seed that comes our way. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much, Virginia. We're so glad you enjoyed it. We're so glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm going there, Angela. I'm going. Yes. So we are so grateful. You all can sow a seed via Cash App. Our Cash App is $Movement Worldwide. That's $Movement Worldwide. Or you can come into covenant with us with a monthly seed. The way you come into covenant is that you become a patron. How do you become a patron? I'm glad you asked. You go to our website, movementworldwide.org. You hit that red button that says become a patron. It takes you to patreon.com. You set up your account and you set your amount, and it automatically gives into Movement Worldwide. And we're grateful. We ask for $12 a month. That's 40 cents a day. But whatever the seed is, greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. So we thank you for that. We also thank you for just coming. That means more to us than anything. But we ain't gonna lie. We do need the seed. We do need to see thank you, Angela, less than a cup of coffee a day. And for that, Angela, you got to get one. Less than a cup of less than a cup of coffee. Oh yeah, hey, less than a cup of coffee a day. Hey, that's the tone right there. Okay, going in. I know going in today. You know it's my birthday because I go in. I just got a little extra energy. So we ask that you please become a patron. And then you can also follow us on our social media platforms. Look for that globe. You'll see movement. That's our acronym. We are a motivational organization there to educate minds, empower, nurture, and transform. And you'll see our slogan down in the ribbon that says we are a movement to move. Yes, so please follow us on all social media platforms. You can email us at info@movementworldwide.org. And I'm going to give the rundown. Now it's time, Angela. It's time now. We start off our week with our great and wonderful co-host. I gotta pick it up here because it's like because of the fact that I'm off the screen, so I gotta go this way and I gotta go this way. Because of our great co-host, that's it right there. Annette L. Anderson. She starts off our week with TNT. That's Tuesday Night Talk, where we take flight and soar. That speak, orate, articulate, and reverberate. I didn't run it there. You got it, didn't you? We speak, orate, articulate, and reverberate. Thank you so much, Virginia, for the birthday love. Thank you, Jassy, and thank you for the birthday love again. And she went to my middle name. Happy birthday, Faith. Yes. So we speak, orate, articulate, and there you go, Angela, and reverberate. Yes. And that's Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. on this platform, live on Facebook and YouTube. Please join us. And then on Wednesday, we are right back here for what you enjoyed tonight for Can We Talk? Can we talk? Can we talk about it? Oh, yes. So, yes, we are right here live again with the transformational topic, the idioms and phrases that make you think, things that make you go. Yes, we talk about it here. That power tool, that hard to have conversation. Yes, we talk about it here. Our tea time topics. Yes, you're going to hear some stuff. You're going to hear us kind of go there, but you're going to hear us also go places you will never know because you don't hear about it on the regular news, but you will hear about it here. And that's Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. live on Facebook and YouTube. Then on Friday nights, we are on Clubhouse. Clubhouse is powerful. Clubhouse is a conversation. You ain't got to do nothing but log in through your phone. Come on, people. Yes. Get on Clubhouse. Get with the movement because we are there. We are on Clubhouse every Friday night at 8 p.m. with our discussion. Our theme this year is finding balance. And if you don't know how to get it, just go to the App Store, download the app, find the Movers and Shakers room. But I have another solution. Bam! You can text the word movers to 954-820-5050. 954-820-5050. 954-820-5050. Oh, yeah, there she get her little. So text the word movers to 954-820-5050 and you will get a link that'll bring you straight into the room. Then, on first and third Saturdays, we are back on Clubhouse at 10 a.m. First and third Saturdays, praying through the pandemic with Elder Moselle Mason, who we are constantly lifting up in prayer. And we ask that you please join us and pray for her body, pray for her healing. And she ain't afraid to ask for it. That's just to show up for prayer. When you show up for prayer, when you're challenged with something, that says a lot about you. And she means showing up for prayer. And we showed up right with her. We stand with her and some prayers and some deliverance deliverance and some freedom is happening in that room. So please join us every first and third Saturday at 10 a.m. And then on Sundays, we're right back on this platform, live on Facebook and YouTube, with Power Walk Sunday, where we inspire and motivate you to walk into your God-given destiny with power and conviction, where there is always, say always,
Always.
but there's always a word for you. Right to you, Annette. Your words?
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We just love what we do. I mean, some of the things that come up, it's very organic. It just comes up. It's not contrived. It's just what God is saying. So thank you so much. We just love you. And when you come back next week, join somebody, join us and bring somebody with you. We would appreciate it.
Yes. All right, good people. We gotta go. Love y'all, but it's coming to that time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Come back in one of our many moons, and then I'm joining her with the heart. We love you, appreciate you. Good night, y'all. Have a good one.
Walk into your God-given destiny with power and conviction with Power Walk Sunday. Each and every Sunday at 10 a.m. live on multiple platforms. TNT, that's Tuesday Night Talk with Annette L. Anderson, every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. live on multiple platforms. Go where you can soar. That's speak it, orate it, articulate it, and reverberate it. When we eat well, we live well, and all will be well. Go to elbewell.com, join the journey, and take your life back. You can also join Eat Well, Live Well, Be Well every second and fourth Saturday at 3 p.m. for Be Well, a health and wellness series. If you don't have your copy, get yours today at Amazon.com. That's Living Life One Quote at a Time by Annette L. Anderson. Helping us grow spiritually together. Tired of the fluff and puff of playing church? Ready to be a powerful vessel? Ready to work the word? Join Connie Green every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. And we're here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. live with Can We Talk? Your co-hosts, Annette L. Anderson and Anita Faye Wilson, with Tea Time Topics, where we discuss trending subjects and current events. You can also discuss these with your Can We Talk coffee mug. Email us at info@movementworldwide.org. They're $15, and that includes shipping. Make a donation via Cash App at $Movement Worldwide, or go to our website, click the Patron button, and sow a seed of $12 per month. That's 40 cents a day. Whatever the seed, it's greatly appreciated. Be sure to follow us on all platforms. Click the notification button, subscribe, like, and don't forget to share.